Hey guys, welcome to the season finale of season 1 of the Manchester United Crowman, in which we're going to kick off the game up against Newcastle United at Old Trafford with our second team. Now after this we will face Braga in the Europa League, which is why our first team is getting rested. We need to go through that game and get into the semi-finals of the Europa League. And yeah, before getting into this game, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel and turn notifications so don't miss a video. Yeah, let's get into this game and hopefully beat Newcastle and get revenge for the 3-2 loss they handed us in the away game earlier in the season. Make sure Garnacho now for the centre to Anthony, please inside. Anthony inside. Anthony, this is a goal. Anthony, that's a goal. There we go. It's been a great game. We've seen why Newcastle are the best defence in the league, but this is why we are the best attack in the league. We keep coming. You can keep us out for maximum 60 minutes. That's what we've done in this game. But in the end, quality shines through, and we'll catch them on the break. Anthony's shot hits the back of the net, and we're winding up here. Pope makes a save. Don't know why I called him Anthony. Oh no. De La Cruz, ball over. Oh, have we been beaten to that? Salisu. Has Salisu been beaten to that?
Well, let's take another look, and I'm not sure what the keeper.
Where did Lindelof go?
Just look at his position.
Look, how Salisu lost that? Is it she ahead of Isaac? Look, ahead of him. Why is he not sticking out a leg? We're going to draw this game. Right at the death, get a draw against Newcastle. 10 men Newcastle. Okay, here we are, the second leg of the quarterfinals up against Braga here. And we're going to play the full game of this one because we need to get a victory here. We've got a 3-2 aggregate. It should have been 3-1, but they grabbed the goal later on in the other leg in last episode. And that draw to Newcastle really makes this episode a bit more tense. We've got some hard Premier League games there, games that we should win, but they're up against like teams that are actually pretty decent, like teams that are hard to beat. Lots of Wolves, Crystal Palace, etc. we've got to play. Let's get into this game against Braga. As you can see, no Bruno Fernandes due to his 3-month injury. Ericsson comes in at cam. Let's get into this game and hopefully get a victory here to go through to the semi-finals of the Europa League. The second was allowed to make a chance. 50th game in charge. Ericsson. It's a great play from Ericsson. Oh, Sancho. Jadon Sancho. Ericsson, incredible free ball from him. And then Rabona cross from Jadon Sancho. I wanted a Treveda cross to the back post for Rashford. Sancho chose differently. And it worked out. Kane puts his 1 goal up in the night and 2 goals up in aggregate. Similar to the last game. We had all the possession. Despite scoring 3 goals, struggled to get in behind. But speaking of getting in behind, Marcus Rashford and Ericsson makes it 2-0, and we're 5 goals to the good here. Well, 5 goals up. Aggregate, sorry, not 5 goals up. We're 3 goals up. We got 5 goals. No, on aggregate. That's what I was trying to say. Ericsson makes it 2-0 here on the night. It's a great finish from him. I mean, maybe the keeper should save it. Let's see, right, Ericsson. Absolutely starts in. Keeper probably should save it, but we are going to jump to the result. And we get a 4-1 victory with Sancho scoring twice, and Becker also scored. We're through to the semi-finals. As you can see, we're quits in this game against Wolves. We've got a 2-2 draw with Dallo and Anthony scoring, which isn't great considering, you know, we're closer to Newcastle than we were at the start of the episode. We've got our next game in the Premier League to get through next, so let's get into that one. Let's go against Crystal Palace. They're down in 17th place, but this is a game in hand on Newcastle. We're actually in 2nd place right now with 70 points, and a win here will put us on 71 points. That's why we're going to play this game against Crystal Palace here. We are going to play the highlights of this one, because we should get into victory, and I'm actually going to play Dallo at right back if he's okay, it's not fully. I'm going to play Wan-Bissaka. Let's get into this game against Crystal Palace and hopefully beat them to go 1 point ahead at Newcastle. Okay, so the first highlight goes to us in the 21st minute. I can't remember if we actually beat Crystal Palace or drew against them. Last time we faced them with Bellingham. Bellingham into Rashford here. Rashford. Into Bellingham. Can't fit that back through to Rashford there. Get that into Casemiro. I find Ericsson back here to Bellingham. Okay. Expected a better pass there from Bellingham to actually find Casemiro. Palace on the attack here in the 33rd minute. To look at Milivojevic. Oh, I thought Bellingham could have got that. Jordan Ayew. I signed quite a few Spanish players. I signed Fanbed's fan. I got a Sabel. We've got a crossing opportunity. I saw fit on the counter from what we just saw. Obviously, do have Harry Kane. I probably should have played the full game here because that stuff happens in highlights. Highlights feature is kind of, you know, good and bad. You don't really have any fluidity when you're playing. And we get a free kick here in the 64th minute here. The fact we are still level at this point in the game is kind of mad, considering, you know, we're a much better team. I'll just try and float this one in Jadon Sancho. Like, why do they never go like far into the box? How much power do I have to put on those? Casemiro, that's a goal. There we go. Ericsson scores. Gets us the goal in this one. Obviously scored again against Braga as well. Scores in this one. It's clearly showing that he's going to be a good Bruno replacement for the rest of the season. But we are going to let Harry Kane take this one. Obviously Harry Kane on penalties is something different, but is Johnson going to be able to stop him? Harry Kane. To make it 2-0, there we go. Harry Kane absolutely levers it into the bottom left-hand corner. And we're 2-0 up here against Palace. It's not been an easy game for us, obviously, as you see. The fact it's took us just onto a level to get goals. And we have one more chance here in the 85th minute to make it 3-0. Rashford. No, Bellingham, sorry. Okay, Kane's been taken out there. Surely that would be a free kick in real life. But it's a 2-0 victory against Palace, and we're now 1 point ahead of Newcastle and back into second place. Okay, what FA Cup semi-finals? Coventry have had an absolutely incredible run to get this far, but unfortunately for them, we're about to knock them out, and we should knock them out. There's only a 1-0 victory. Martial missed a penalty as well. Martial's not in great form right now. The time where he needs to be in the most form towards the end of the season is slipping up. He's got a yellow card in that game and missed a penalty. He did score to get us a victory, but we should have beat Coventry by at least 3 goals. Okay, well, how about this for a Europa League semi-final? Ajax in the Johan Cruyff Arena. Obviously, the likes of Ericsson, Lisandro Martinez, Donny van der Beek, Anthony and Erik ten Hag returning to the stadium. And while it's not wasting any time, let's get into this game up against the Ajax and hopefully beat them to prove why it's the correct decision for them players to leave and the player and the manager to leave Ajax, and just get into this one, hopefully beat them, get a comfortable victory to ensure we're getting to the Europa League final. Harry Kane, Rashford now. I feel like Harry Kane is playing differently to than he usually is, but he's in here. Harry Kane to open the score, and Harry Kane. I certainly is playing differently, but it doesn't matter when it's Harry Kane. I feel like he's not on, not say central, but target man for some reason. I don't feel like he is. But he does well. Draws away from Morato and just blasts it past Rulli to open the score in here for us in the Johan Cruyff Arena. Ericsson, oh, that's incredible. It's unfortunately lost the ball though. Sancho made a run. I couldn't find him though. Jude Bellingham. Now with Rashford. He's formed a formidable partnership with Marcus Rashford since joining. Rashford couldn't get round there. Now he can though. Rashford's in for 2-0. There we go. It's obviously said for Ajax that we are just a better team. It is where it is. That's what we said the whole time in this competition. We are the better team. And we should win this competition. It's a great ball over the top of Bellingham and a great strike from Rashford to make it 2-0. And let's play it back close to the centre back. Kane in here to Anthony. He missed. Berghaus, Tadic to Brian Bobby. We're playing a round wall here. Line now back to Klaassen. Bergwijn though gives it to Wan-Bissaka. Now we can get it out here. And the bait dropping deep. Harry Kane. I said the manager should have scored, but Anthony plays it through. Harry Kane, that's a goal. Maybe Anthony didn't want to score against his former team. Maybe he didn't want to score against his former team. Maybe that's where it was. He's happily celebrating a goal, but maybe he didn't want to score himself. He gets the assist though for Harry Kane. He makes it 3-0. Rashford's calling for it, so we're going to try to get it to him. He would have been offside, unfortunately. So not sure why he's calling for it if it's on offside. Oh no. Ahmed Kudus. Ahmed Kudus. He's put them back in the game. It's still only a 3-1 obviously, but I'm not sure why he's celebrating, considering the 3-1 down. I think De Gea got a touch on that. Ahmed Kudus comes into the pitch, his first involvement, and he scores. It's poor there from Varane.
Defending just when the situation looked dangerous.
Anthony now a great bit of skill.
Will he play it in?
Anthony is an option, gets one here. Van der Beek now into the box. Harry Kane. Whatever you can do, Ajax, we can do better. And Harry Kane grabs the hat-trick here. It's a great play, great assist from Van der Beek. It's a fantastic finish as well. Nick it on the pitch. They've got one more chance there to make it 4-2. It's Tadic, but Varane this time denies Kudus, and it's a 4-1 victory up against Ajax. And we have basically booked our place in the final with that win. Up against 15th place Bournemouth, actually, so we picked up a 2-1 victory. Martial scoring twice, but Sabitzer got sent off. Okay, because we actually have Arsenal win the league next, we're going to use our second team here. And we should maybe still get a victory, but we should be going through to the final anyway. It's a 2-0 loss, probably scores twice. But we are through to the final no matter what. And yeah, this game to our next game against Arsenal in the Premier League. Okay, well, this game up against Arsenal in 5th place is actually a very big game because we're currently level on points with Newcastle. We're currently on 74 points, and so are they. And it's actually a very big game because Arsenal are a team that have got the better of us twice this season. They beat us 5-2 in the Premier League at the start of the season when we were playing some interesting football, to say the least. It wasn't the football I was hoping this team would play at the time, but luckily we figured it out and got everything on track. They also knocked us out of the Carabao Cup as well on penalties, and a penalty shootout. We were 2 goals to the good, and we missed 4 penalties in a row. Or should I say Ramsdale saved 4 penalties in a row, and we conceded I believe like 3 or 4 in a row. So that wasn't a great game, but let's get into this one up against Arsenal at the Emirates and hopefully get a revenge to at least stay level on points with Newcastle, depending on if they win their game. Kind of Saka now marking what he wants to do. Crosswit to Marino. Header saved by De Gea down low. Corner whipped in here, and we get it clear. We can. Malacia wins the header. It's better from behind that to actually win it. We didn't get it far enough away. And now Arsenal on the attack at Fabio Vieira. De Jesus. Has he got through there then? De Gea. Okay, what's going on? Okay, De Gea's got the ball in the end. De Jesus. Marino. Oh, how's he done that? What's he just done to Varane? I think it was Varane anyway. But good saving De Gea there to bail us out. And Malacia, we're just going to take it down and we're going to run. Malacia, you've got pace, lad. You've got the passing capabilities to find Jadon Sancho here. Jadon Sancho in behind us. Sancho, get a shot away, Sancho. But Ramsdale makes a save. Just trying to create some room here. Have a better tricker to get him free. But Bellingham from range, Jude Bellingham. Some very good work there, but he can't keep the ball. Ball played through low. De Gea, good save. Savage blocks it, and Kane couldn't react in time to get there. Rashford. Why not Rashford from range? Ramsdale again denies us. Kane, surely. Okay. Casemiro from range. Ramsdale again. Sancho. Kane says it's Sancho. Sancho now gets it back in. Eriksen. Kane. Kane shoots. There we go. We've finally broken the deadlock here. Incredible goalkeeper performance from De Gea at one end and Ramsdale at the other. Well, Ramsdale has made some absolutely insane saves, but this time Ramsdale cannot deny his hit. Too much power behind it, and Harry Kane just slaps it past him before Ramsdale can even react. Good win there. And Varane. Sancho. Oh, that pass is meant for Eriksen. Varane, good work. Eriksen. Bellingham wanted you to make a run more on the outside than that, but Malacia, good cross looking for Sancho, and there's 2-0. Can't deny us in the end. I said it early in the episode. You can keep us out for a while, but eventually we find the back of the net. Quality will shine through in the end again. And it's a great cross from Malacia first time, and Sancho heads it in at the back post. Put his 2 goals up here. It's a great cross and a fantastic header as well. Give it to Jesus. Martinelli. Out to Jesus. It's now Mark. Cross, now we're going to go to Jesus and get the ball off him. Have that from Martinez. Martinez couldn't quite put enough disguise on that. Jesus plays it across, and De Gea, quick reflex save. Now Sancho. Sancho's got Eriksen. Sancho going to have to go alone here. Sancho, and it's 3-0. And Jadon Sancho has just been absolutely unstoppable this season. This is the Dortmund Jadon Sancho that we're seeing this season. This is the one that Man United wanted in their team. This is one that Man United are getting right now in real life. And it's a great goal there from Sancho to put his 3-0 up here. I didn't get my Arsenal centre defenders when we got Saliba and Gabriel, but I'm guessing they've been sold. Gabriel Jesus, Martinez, great challenge. Genia plays it forward. Gabriel Jesus. Arsenal going to get a goal here right now. No money, Ian shot denied by De Gea. Gabriel Martinez coming off now. And the end of Trossard's been brought on. It's a bit too late for that. Sancho. We've seen him do this before. Jadon Sancho for his hat-trick. Sancho gets ahead. Sancho for his hat-trick, and he bags it. Now it's gonna if it wasn't only 2 goals or 1 goal, like to Sancho, I would have gave it to Kane. But since it's Sancho's hat-trick, I have to let him have it. You know, I have to let him get it. It's an incredible finish from Sancho. It's a great run from him as well. Great strength and great pace. It's an incredible finish as well, as I just said. Rashford, great work. Eriksen, oh, that'd have been great. That'd have been incredible. To make it 5, but it's going to be a 4-0 victory here at the Emirates. The Arsenal fans are going to absolutely hate this performance from Arsenal. It's a 4-0 victory to Wiz, and that's what you want to see. Sancho hat-trick, 4-0 victory. And let's get into the next leg. Well, we're going to swim the next leg of the Europa League. Okay, well, here we are, the FA Cup final up against Everton, who have an interesting team here. It's not the greatest looking Everton team, I've got to say. But let's get into this one. It's almost any time. Let's get into it for the first team. Do I give Casemiro the captaincy armband? It's been pretty good for us. We're going to give it to De Gea for this game, though. His performances have been incredible this season. Let's give it to De Gea for this game. Let's get into the FA Cup final. Hopefully win it here at Wembley, up against Everton. Eriksen now on the corner. Took this one in. Looking forward ahead of Harry Kane. And Kane just jumps out of the way of it. And Sancho. Oh, it's incredible. Bellingham. He needs to score that. Bellingham. What a pass from Casemiro, but what a strike from Jude Bellingham. I still can get over that back heel pass from Casemiro working out as the way it did. Was it a nutmeg? I think it was actually. I want to have a look in the replay after this. 0.00 expected goals. And that's the one that defeats Pickford. Swerving away from him, catches him off guard. He can't react to it. But I want to see if Casemiro played it for the legs of the player for the pass. I'll have a look here. It was his player. It was up against Mateus. Oh, and it is. That's incredible from Casemiro. That boom, free legs. Bellingham from range, great goal. He's good defending on either side from Wan-Bissaka. That's one thing I keep looking at to see if he's marking his man correctly. I think I started doing, because if not I need to switch over to him, but ball played through here. Marcus Rashford this time. Across goal, 2-0. Marcus Rashford makes it 2-0 here. And exactly what I was thinking though, when I looked at this Everton team, this Everton team, how's it made it to a FA Cup final? I mean, some of the big teams were knocked out by some smaller clubs, like Man City were knocked out by, can't remember who it was, but they got knocked out. Obviously Coventry made it to the semi-finals. Quite a few big teams underperformed in this competition, and Everton made it to the final. And we're the biggest team left, so we're proving why we should win the competition. Ericsson now. Oh, Connor Cody. Wan-Bissaka. There we go, that's a goal. Bellingham, that's a goal. It's 3-0 Man United. And Bellingham goes to second. Why was he so open? I was like hesitant to play the pass to him because I thought he was offside when I saw him that wide open.
Well, here you can see what a good goal this is.
They're just both on Harry Kane, and Bellingham just steps into the massive open space. This Everton team is not it. It is not FA Cup final worthy. Sancho now. Through here to Kane. Kane for the 4th goal of the game here. Harry Kane. Everton just aren't good enough. I feel bad for Pickford, because Pickford's a good goalkeeper, but he's got a terrible defence in front of him.
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its
I just allowed Harry Kane to run through. Connor Cody and Michael Keane aren't going to catch up to Harry Kane. Harry Kane isn't the fastest, but up against them two, he looks pretty quick. And Kane makes it 4. Bellingham now. I hit to Rashford. This is just a field day for us. It is just a training exercise right now. Bellingham for the hat-trick from range, why not? Bellingham, sorry. Oh, I celebrated in front of the Everton fans as well. Bellingham, that's brave. He's slapped 2 goals from range against them. He scored a hat-trick in an FA Cup final when he's celebrating in front of the Everton fans.
Well, as you can see, this is a great bit of skill.
Look at this. Look, their press just isn't it. They're all marking a player, no one's stepping out. And it's got worse ever since then. Good save from De Gea there. I'm just going to clear it out. No need to panic there. Now Bellingham can release Rashford. And Rashford can get round him there. And Rashford now sets it. Ericsson 6-0. I promise you this is ultimate. Like you saw ultimate before the game either side. This Everton team just isn't it. You probably thought that when you saw it at the start before we got into the final. How has this team made it here? Now just look how easy it is. Yeah, Nana plays it through to Calvert-Lewin. They've got a goal. Well done Calvert-Lewin. You got yourself a goal. Rashford now looking for Ericsson, but Michael Keane's going to stop that one. It's Artur Cabral, okay. Calvert-Lewin, Maximovic.
Difficult to stop him.
It's by the whistle ref. Like, don't even give them the opportunity. Let's see. There we go. It's a 6-1 victory in the FA Cup final. I kind of annoyed it was that easy. It was like the game against Liverpool when we won 7-2. I'm annoyed it was that easy. Now, I'm happy we won the competition, obviously, but it shouldn't have been like we're playing against, I don't even know, like a National League team. That's what it felt like. The defence just wasn't like gonna ever stop us. They started the game off well defensively, but then they just crumbled under the pressure. We're putting them under a lot of pressure, a lot of shots. We realised at one point we couldn't get in behind, so we just shot from range for a while, forcing them to come out to us, switch their game plan. Bellingham scored a couple as well from range. But once they started stepping out, we then played them behind, and then when they stopped stepping out again, we just shot from range again. Like, no matter what they tried to do, we just played better than them. And David De Gea gets to the FA Cup, probably annoyed that he conceded a goal in that game. Obviously, that's not the only trophy we're going for. We've got the Europa League final coming up, and it's against a very big team. And I'm kind of annoyed it is that team. But yeah, let's wrap up the Premier League season actually. See if we can beat Newcastle in second place, and let's wrap up the Premier League season. Okay, well, if you wonder why we're looking at the Champions League right now, is because look who's in the third place of that group stage. PSG, they got knocked out of the Champions League. And in typical fashion in micro modes, they've somehow made it to Europa League final. Whenever I'm in the Europa League final, we're taking on a Champions League finalist club, a team that should be in a final with the Champions League. And we're going to be taking on PSG in the Europa League final. Or up against that insane team on the left, Mbappe, Vitinha, Gundogan, Ekitike, Fabian Ruiz, Marco Verratti, Hakim Skriniar, Marquinhos, Nuno Mendes, and Donnarumma. Neymar and Messi, but they'll be brought off the bench probably. We're going to play in our home kit. De Gea is going to be the captain again for our final here. Let's just get into this game up against PSG and hopefully beat them to win the Europa League final. Oh no, shot taken and it's deflected behind. Try another corner here. Gundogan. That's a keep that in play, thank you. Didn't want to have a million corners in a row like they usually do. Rashford played through here. Rashford. Gonna get ahead of Marquinhos as they can. Rashford to make it 1-0. Rashford plays it round Donnarumma. Yes, he does. And we're 1-0 up here. Up against PSG. And rainy day here in Hamburg. Or rainy night, sorry, here in Hamburg for the Europa League final. But it suits us the most. It's a great run from Rashford and a great finish past Donnarumma. That's Bruno there, maybe he gets there. That's Eriksen having a lot less pace. Mbappe, okay, can I select Malacia or De Gea? Of course it's still gone in though. Why wouldn't it let me select Malacia? And Mbappe makes it 1-1. If it lets me select Malacia, I'm getting close to him there and I'm getting the ball off him. Like right here I'm trying to select Malacia but keep selecting everyone else. But I have to still find its way into the back of the net. Trying to draw out Hakimi here. So I'm trying to do here, trying to draw him out. Bellingham. Rashford now. Rashford to make it 2-1. There we go. Killing Mbappe. Whatever you can do, Marcus Rashford can do better. You can score a chipped goal where De Gea gets a slight touch on it to try and deflect it wide, but it ends up going in off the post. But Marcus Rashford will score some great dribbling, some great football. Look at that, great through ball from Bellingham. Great dribbling there and a great shot. Bellingham now. And Rashford. It's into Kane there, it's great from Harry Kane. It's great from Harry Kane. And it's 3-1 United. And PSG, you're not gonna take the Summers. We're not allowing you. We've worked too hard to win the trophy this season, and just because you got knocked out of the Champions League because of how bad you were, you're not going to win the Europa League. It's going to go to a team that deserves to win the Europa League, not a team that couldn't win the Champions League. Okay. Wan-Bissaka, why is Messi? What just happened? Why has my defence allowed Messi to just stand there? What are they doing? Look at this. What is that? There we go. Wan-Bissaka. What was that pass? Plays to Sancho. Man, he's right ahead of you. Mbappe now. He closed down here, but he still somehow got through. Gives it to Neymar. He shoots and it's 3-3. What did I say? It's 3-3 here somehow. It really shouldn't be. And Messi. Neymar, Martinez again, great challenge on him. Bellingham's been fouled there, but we're going to play on because Sancho's in here. Jadon Sancho, you need to bury this. Need to bury this. Jadon Sancho, Rashford, have we not scored? Team in now. Martinez, why is he stepping out? Why is he stepping out, Martinez? Why is he stepping out? Where's he going? There's no one there. Ah, because what is he doing? Let's look at this. Hakimi's making a run. Martin's gone over to him. What is Sandro Martinez doing? Where's he going? No one's there. What does that allow for this to happen? That through balls we played. Neymar to lay it off to Gundogan. If Malassia's there, that ain't happening. Not Malassia. If Martinez is there, it ain't happening. I do realise that we're about to lose the Europa League Final. And all you're doing is just sit there. One over the top, Rashford. Kane, get in the box. Kane. Harry Kane, you better score. Harry Kane. Yes. As if it's going to be a game like this. I just knew it was going to be a game like this. When I saw PSG in the final, I just knew the game was going to do whatever it could to allow PSG to win. But in the end, it's a mistake from the defence. Marquinhos and Donnarumma get in each other's way, and Harry Kane just slots it in. It's going for it at every time. De Gea, there we go. Rashford, what are you doing? Okay, great save, De Gea. Why is my team trying to let them win? Oh, Varane, that clearance. If that goes in. Okay, what is going on, De Gea? Okay, that's a goal kick. That was offside, okay, so basically it's a goal kick. Uno Menge. Varane, good block. Now Anthony. You've got acres of space at Anthony. Give it to Kane. Harry Kane, just run. Harry Kane. Harry Kane, over to Rashford, please. Rashford, please. There we go. There we go. I said it before, you're not taking this away from us, PSG. You can try all you want. You can use all your killing Mbappe magic powers. Why are some fans left the stadium? What is going on? It's a Europa League Final. And it's 4-4 in extra time. No, it's 5-4 now. But why are you leaving the stadium? Simple finish there from Rashford. Just passes it into the far corner where Donnarumma just came from. And we're back in the lead here. Sancho. Incredible hold-up play there from Sancho. Now Anthony. To make it 6-4. Anthony hits the outside of the post. That's why he doesn't start. He hasn't got the end product. But we've won the Europa League. It's been a tense game. It's been a lot more tense than it should have been. The referee should blow the whistle. There we go. And finally this game's ended. It's been a tense game, as I just said. I feel like we did enough to win this game comfortably. Got PSG or PSG in FIFA. And the names you see there, Neymar, Messi and Mbappe, just has secret powers. You know, especially Mbappe. He can do whatever he wants, you can stop him, but he's still somehow going to get through you. But we win the Europa League, and we finished second in the Premier League. We won the FA Cup, obviously got knocked out of the Carabao Cup by Arsenal. Did a domestic trouble, what am I like domestic trouble? We did we won a European trophy and a domestic trophy. We did the double this season, which I think United fans would take. Obviously, United fans think they're going to win the quadruple this season, which I don't think is going to happen. They might win the Carabao Cup. They might win the Carabao Cup when that happens, but I don't think they're going to win. I think the only other trophy they could win is this one, Europa League. The FA Cup was a possibility, but the Premier League ain't a possibility, I don't think. And we're Europa League champions there. FA Cup champions. Obviously, Champions League football next season guaranteed by a Premier League finish, and the fact we won this competition as well. And we'll hopefully be signed for next season since we get Champions League money as well. Because this team is good. It's an incredible team. I think some places, I think the defence could get strengthened. Varane's been alright for the rest of the season ever since I was thinking about selling him in January. It's improved since then, but he isn't, like, I don't know where it is about him. But a rainy night here in the Wolfsburg Stadion here in Hamburg, and we Europa League champions here at the end of the season. And so I'll look at the squad stats and show you how each player did at the end of the season. Okay, so in terms of most goals, obviously anyone else but Harry Kane would have been wrong. Harry Kane 39 and 8 in 33 games, 27 in the Premier League. He was the Premier League top scorer this season as well, which was absolutely incredible, especially since when he first came in, he wasn't really performing. He was scoring a couple of goals, but he wasn't performing to the levels that I expected from him, and these were the levels I expected, and we got them in the end. 10 goals in Europa League, probably the Europa League top scorer. Rashford 21 and 11, incredible season from him. Anthony Martial 18 and 5. Do we replace him next season? 82 rated now. Obviously fans want him to leave in real life, and it looks like he might leave in real life. So maybe we do sell him, just for the element of realism. We kept him for the season. Jadon Sancho 15 and 9, proving why I wanted him to start. Because Anthony, as you can see, they're 9 and 6 in more games. He had more games, less goal involvements. Sancho just has that end product. Sabitzer 13 and 5. I'm going to bring him back in season 2 because he's been absolutely incredible for us in the second team and when he stepped into the first team as well. Bellingham 6 and 9, incredible since he came in January. Eriksen has done well for himself, 6 and 8. Bruno Fernandes 6 and 14, obviously got injured and will return for season 2. But the question is, does he stay in the team for season 2? I think he does. You know, his performances are incredible. He's a very good player in this game. Garnacho 5 and 4. Fred, I think we could replace, and there's a certain man I'm thinking about bringing in. Varane, did we sell him? 30 years old. He's 86 rated. Do we bring in someone like Tomori? That's the question we've got to ask. Lindelof, I might put Edson Alvarez at centre back and sell him to partner up with Mohamed Salah soon. Yeah, the rest of the team is doing quite well. We're going to have a look at the team in depth here as we end the episode. Obviously, Hurricane up to an 91 rating, sorry. Obviously, next season, Eriksen will drop out the team again, come up to the bench instead of probably Fred. And then Bruno would come back in that camp role. And yeah, the bench, Dalot there is higher rated. Edson Alvarez, we're going to convert to a centre back. As you can see, it goes up instead of playing CDM. He's higher rated as a centre back. And yeah, let me know if we sell Martial and who we would bring in to replace him. I'm thinking Controller Ramos could be a very good backup striker for him. Because I don't want to sign someone like Osimhen because he's way too it's too much of a first team player to be a backup to Harry Kane. Now, Osimhen deserves to be starting in the first 11 if you sign him. We have to sell Harry Kane to bring in Osimhen, that's the thing. And I don't want to sell Harry Kane. Right back, Wan-Bissaka is pretty good. I like him. I like him and Dalot as our right backs. Left back, Malacia. He's got better. We're improving his strength. We're focusing on that this season because he's a lot stronger. Martinez is a very good defender in this game. And I saw in a comment someone saying the fact he's 5'10" is a bad thing in FIFA. I don't think it is. He's been absolutely incredible this season. Obviously, I don't show the most defensive highlights I could do because obviously that would take up a lot of the time of the episodes as well. But David De Gea, been an incredible goalkeeper. And Varane, obviously, he's been the weakest part of the team. Him and Malacia have been the weakest part of the team. I've got to say. Them two have been at least consistent. So maybe we'll replace Varane next season with someone like Tomori. And we could sign a first team left back, so Luke Shaw maybe. And keep Malacia as a backup, but Luke Shaw's kind of like... I kind of don't see him leaving United. But yeah, I'm going to stop waffling here. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to drop a like on video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications. Let me know in the comments below who I should sign for season 2. I'll see you in season 2. Thank you for watching again, and goodbye.